In spiritual work, what we're doing is we are taking the energy, we're taking our energy which has manifested the field of experience that we live in, and we are drawing it more deeply inside ourselves, and through its circulation, we are refining that energy and moving it along pathways which, while they already exist, are pretty much constrained or constricted. And in moving our energy along those pathways, we are cultivating and expanding and strengthening those pathways and moving that energy. So we're moving that energy into a different dimension of ourselves, the energetic dimension. And bringing alive our energy body, bringing alive the rainbow body, which is our energetic essence. Oh, we've just moved from Rudy's, physical horizontal into his spiritual vertical, if you follow my model. Some of you have read Rudy, maybe some of you haven't, I don't know. But anyway, we're taking energy along out of this dimension of our life, and by bringing our awareness into ourselves, we are circulating that energy and awakening our energetic body, which is the condensation of all of the energies which has created the entire universe. So as we are awakening our energy body, we are also awakening talents within us, capacities within us, experiences within us that are unimaginable. This is why, visualizing stuff you can imagine, say, when we do visualization, people do visualization practices, or, imagining your better future. Oh, I can imagine an 80-inch flat screen TV in my living room. I mean, that's, in a way, with all due respect, that's ridiculous. Why waste our time doing that kind of shit when there are possibilities within us that completely transcend all of the sum of our life experiences and that we cannot possibly anticipate? Somebody was telling me today, I've got to pick my life path, and I've got to pick a career path and go out and accomplish it. And I said, good luck with that. Because really, as we start to refine ourselves and awaken our energy body and release these possibilities, there is no career path that is going to be able to support, the possibilities that you are nourishing within yourselves. And so following a career path is going to end up suppressing, not supporting. And then continuing with that, finally, we move our energy into the highest dimension of pure awareness that is our own essence and the essence of the whole universe, in which, we are liberated. And so we're moving energy from outside in and refining it, and as we refine that energy, also our life experience is refined, and then moving it continually in ourselves, refining that energy, it becomes completely free of tension and totally awakened in every sense, in which case we become the embodiment of pure awareness, the ultimate reality. Okay, so having said that to you, And I said that because I want to put it into, I want to put what I'm going to say next into an appropriate context. And also, for some of you who are really, interested in esoteric or Shakta Shaivism, and you've studied that, and I'm going to be teaching some of it Wednesday night, hint, hint, and next weekend, when I do the intensive on Spandakarikas, I wanted to convey to you something which is an oral teaching that you won't find in the books. Okay, so when it comes to refining your life force, the most powerful technique that I have found for myself is one that I received from Rudy. It's so simple. Rudy talks, somebody posted some piece this week about Rudy giving a talk about having an appetite for life, having the ability to feel in yourself and feel into your life and begin to live larger. I've talked to you dozens of times about the simple understanding that we are in this world to grow, and the tremendous power that that understanding has if you can take hold of it. Well, when Rudy talks about having an appetite for life and beginning to feel into yourself more deeply, what he's really talking about is connecting to that expansion of your own creative energy, which happens when you start to experience an awakening and begin to start to release tensions and allow your creative energy to flow. So to that end, I regularly sit and feel into my heart, and I feel in my heart my wish to grow. And I keep feeling and asking to grow. I keep wishing to grow until I have reached a place within myself that is completely authentic and pure and beyond any of the resistance that I might experience as I try to connect to myself and hold that deepest space within me. And Rudy would say, you have to demand from yourself. And so, of course, the language that Rudy used made all of us, I don't know about the girls, but all the guys who were 21 years old around there and totally testosteronated, it made us like, whoa, I'm gonna grow. Whoa. I will grow or kill. We demanded, but we demanded in probably an inappropriate fashion. Because having a wish to grow, having a living wish within yourself to refine yourself and to uplift yourself and to extend your creative energy into your environment for the purpose of growing and ultimately becoming liberated is not something you can do with force. It's something you do with persistence and determination and commitment, but not with force. And so I sit and feel that wish within myself, and I feel it dissolving as if it were like a sugar cube in hot water, dissolving into my own energy field and expanding, and I stay with it until I feel like I have reached a very completely pure and authentic place in me, and then that has expanded all the way out beyond the tissues of my body to the field around me. And we take our attention in our heart, because did you guys know that the energy circulation, the magnetic energy around your heart, is actually more than 100,000 times stronger than the magnetic circulation, energy circulation of your brain? That's very far out. Your heart is the most powerful part of you. The center of gravity within you. The deepest circulation within you. So we take our attention to our heart and we feel our wish going deeper and deeper and deeper in our heart until we become completely open and real. And holding that feeling with our breath, distributing that vibration throughout the entirety of our energy body and our energy field. Now, the really cool thing about this is, when we do that, what happens is that, I mean, you probably know this already, but there are really parts of us that we have no control over, and most of our life and most of our physiology we have no control over. Our body and our brain and our life is just doing what it does. But we have the capacity to change the programming some. And when we begin to insert a new instruction in there, very, very, very deeply, when we are informing our mechanism and really reinforming our mechanism of its purpose in this world, which is to grow, then that our own energy mechanism starts to send out tendrils, just like a plant does when it falls into an appropriate place and receives proper nourishment. It begins to send out tendrils into the field of our experience and connect us to opportunities for us to begin to draw upon more energy and more refined energies. It begins to create for us and to fabricate a whole different and new and more refined dimension of experience. And it doesn't matter if you've been practicing a day or you've been practicing for 50 years. What matters is that we are connected to the living awareness that is the essence of our life and life itself, that we are really experiencing contact with, alignment in, and flow from our experience of our own ultimate life. And in that contact, alignment, and flow, we are taking in, we are giving out, we are circulating inside ourselves and refining this whole energy field till it rises up and expands and becomes a refinement that is an extension of the ultimate reality. We cannot create mental models around growing, because our mental models are limited by our physiology, our biology, our physiology, and our experience. We can only experience the revelation from within ourselves of our own unimaginable possibility and have the sensitivity to remain attuned to and align with those possibilities as we are drawing in energy and nourishing ourselves deeply and allowing ourselves to expand and realize all that possibility. This is really extremely simple and very amazing. You know, somebody said to me today, were telling me about how they got their feelings hurt about 25 times and how that hurt feeling stuff spun them out to the far ends of, you know, East Equatorial Portland. I guess that's over that way. Or equatorial anywhere. And that interested me because I was listening to this Real Tale of Woe and thinking, you know, I get my feelings hurt. I mean, I could get my feelings hurt at least 150 times a day, should, you know, if that's where I happen to be living. And I'm sure I would have shot myself already about, you know, 41 years ago in the job that I have. I'd have killed myself if that were really my context. But the thing is this, when we are growing, you know, we are taking our energy and our attention away from all of the unbelievably petty bullshit that goes on in this daily life that people are constantly getting tangled up in and drowning. And we are taking that energy because that's not where our attention is. Our attention is inside us and, you know, on our own energetic body and, you know, the realization of something very, very much deeper and finer from within ourselves. And so we don't even notice that stuff. The wish to grow is a very powerful tool that you can use to become real, to keep yourself real, to awaken, you know, completely your energetic mechanism and refine yourself into, you know, as extraordinary a life as you're willing to be responsible for. You know, that's the clinker, isn't it? There is no more simple and powerful understanding than the understanding that we are in this world to grow. There's nothing that evokes more resistance in people than the understand, than trying to you know, encompass the dynamics of that. For me, I find even now, after a long time of work and many experiences, that it is still really important for me to remind myself that I'm not in this world to become famous or to become anything at all except released. Right? And it is a very wonderful, wonderful feeling and experience to feel my own energetic mechanism reaching again into a still finer dimension of life. And to feel within myself my life being renewed again. Or I should say, you know, feel life within me being renewed again. Whenever you're ready, irrespective of your, you know, your age, your physical condition, you know, whatever, you know, your personal history is, whenever you're ready, you can engage, the deeper creative energies within you and begin to change. It's up to you. Namaste.